that one on target to Moore.
Holding offense.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down here on what... And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw again. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He finds his tight end, Conklin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Conklin goes in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers have the 1st down. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Over the middle, it's the tight end Concord.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. Back to throw, Burrow. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. For the lead, here is third and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs and their running back. Set to go now on first and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he nearly got the first down there. He'll give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. And now the punting unit will come up. Important punt here in this tie game late. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. This drive begins with a run by Harris. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Open man right side is Kelsey. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on the tackle, Jawan Taylor. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. And a good run. He'll take it forward for 6 yards on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. We're about ready now for the punt as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. Huge catch and run. They finally get him down, but there's a flag. Not sure if this one's going to stand. That's on the rookie from Notre Dame, Joe Alt. Burrow here on 2nd down. That'll be batted down. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. McCaffrey. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. Good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground. And a timeout comes. The whistle blows with 3 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed. So, overtime coming up. Not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Looking middle. He's got Kelsey. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Now Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. And he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. On 2nd down, Pacheco. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Patrick to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters. Able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the option. It's week 4 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Dalton Kincaid. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Bills and the Ravens on Sunday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played,
a couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
after seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 14 carries, 70 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Allen. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The Bills at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And again, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Throwing now is Allen. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Here's Allen.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 32-yard line.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Coleman, the man in motion left. Allen going to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To the air, Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 37. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Allen. Drops it off for Chubb. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Allen now looks to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Motion man is Shakir. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
2nd down and 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A give running right is Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Allen.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson throwing out left and finding Likely. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now it's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now it's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Here's Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That's complete to Palmer.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Back to throw. Allen.
That's again complete to Palmer.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Gets this one to Morris. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Chubb again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Keon Coleman,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Bills are able to extend their lead.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin with Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen. That's taken in by Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Allen to throw once more. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's taken down inside the 30. Throwing now is Allen. Open man, it's Palmer. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very different.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39.
Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Throwing is Jackson. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Jackson throwing once more. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Allen going to keep it again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the... Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit